Mabu, hey, welcome to IMHO.
In my homosexual opinion.
I'm Darby.
I'm Alexis B. Bevels. Today the P stands for put down the knitting, the book and the broom. It's time for a holiday.
Welcome if you are old, it is your turn. You are old. Is that what you were doing with it?
You are old, Mabu.
Hey! Yeah!
Now, that's why you're dressed like that.
Liza's
because I'm the young drag princess and you're the old one.
I'm a golden one. I'm a golden girl.
You're a golden girl.
Liza's on borrowed time, okay? And at this point, we just need to celebrate
I don't
her as if she were
about
dead.
That. She shook this hand. She shook this hand right here, and I haven't washed it since.
I can tell. We are here to talk about...
We're here.
Quite
the hit HBO show.
No. Although, did you see Latrice Royale got added to it?
There's going to be 4?
There's going to be 4. Latrice is the 4th.
Oh, that's so fun.
I might actually watch it. Yeah, at least one. No, we are here to discuss, I think, my favorite Drag Race Philippines episode ever. I'm not kidding.
This
Smile
was a gem
from ear to ear.
From start to finish and soup to nuts.
I adored this episode. Well, let's jump right into it because I know that we're going to have a lot of thoughts on old. And so we can get into that. The mini challenge, 5 minutes to get into drag, but you only have one tiny little mirror, one compact that you're all sharing.
Where's the craziest you've got into drag with like the least amount of things to you? I'm going to say one time I really wanted to do a gig and it was after I was doing a theater production of Sunset Boulevard. It was that kind of the end of my theater career.
Life.
I was starting to do drag more and I wanted to do a show or maybe I got booked or something, but I had Sunset Boulevard, which is, stay with me, 4 hours long. So the only time I could get ready was in the car and I had my sweet friend Will, who's very hot, drive me home in my car at the time. And
Will Ferrell.
And then I did my makeup. Or, no, one time, it was for
I'm not arguing with you.
It was for Darby Wins a Talent Show. I wanted to do Xanadu and I wanted to buy roller skates and the only place I could find roller skates was in a mall on like the southwest furthest away. I went and got the roller skates. They were the only ones in my size I could find. And then I took a cab home. And then I took a cab to Berlin and I did my makeup in the cab. And I was like very careful not to spill powder all over this guy's cab. It was
I've never done it in a moving vehicle. I think the weirdest place I ever did it was when I worked that day job, the STD call center day job I had.
Oh, scam or whatever.
Yeah, the scam place. I did have an afternoon gig that I had to get ready for at work, and I went to my manager. And my manager was I hated her. I still to this day a fire burns in me for her.
Say her name.
What's her name? That's self-love. My brain is protecting me from her name. Oh, Alexa.
The computer?
She was horrible. She was one of those straight girls that's like, you do drag? Oh my God. Can you teach me how to do makeup? I wish I knew how to do it. That's so, like that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. It's too much. So I knew she would eat it up. And I knew that it would give me something to look forward to other than just sitting and scamming people on the phone. So I was like, hey, can I do this, whatever? And she was like, normally I would say no because that seems distracting. But I just want you to know I support you. And I absolutely support this. So yes. And I was like, ugh, thank you so much, you fucking bitch. I hated her with a passion. She was a bodybuilder. And it was just like her entire personality. Oh, God, what a monster. God, I hope she was in a car accident or something. No, I don't want her to die. Just like, quick coma. So they have to get ready with the mirror, and they all fight except Bernie. Bernie was like, y'all have fun. I'm just going to sit here and do thing.
This. She looked beautiful.
Well, I had to think, because she is losing her vision. We've been to so many clubs where the lighting is low. It's kind of hard to see. I bet there's many times where she's just like, fuck it. I can just do this in my sleep. And she looked great. BJ came back. Hi, BJ. And he took pictures of them.
Oh, I forgot about that.
It was a photo shoot. What was so funny to me is there was no set. They didn't even have a step and repeat. Like, there was nothing. They didn't even put up, like, a sheet on the wall.
I liked it.
What?
Well,
That's so weird. Okay, It's a photo shoot, and we're bringing in this photographer. Just stand kind of in the middle of the room. It was so weird. I mean, the images ended up looking really cool. Yeah. I like that kind of bright photography, but could you put up a sheet?
Put up a sheet.
Yeah, so Bernie wins because she's a natural beauty, and she knows what she's doing.
Yes, and she wins the opportunity to pair our makeover guests up, and our makeover guests are brought out the Golden Gaze, which I think it's an actual place where
it's a retirement home.
It's like a retirement home for
LGBTQ plus
I love it.
seniors.
It's fabulous.
It's so, listen.
Go, because this
Boomers,
is like, I feel like you want to do this.
I do.
Yeah.
And I love when there are specific places for LGBTQ plus seniors to go, because they've lived their entire lives fighting so hard just to not only like give themselves some dignity and rights, but also to pass it on to us. And they deserve our utmost respect. And they deserve a place where they can live and feel safe. They've fought so hard their entire lives. Give them a safe space to live out their days. Howard Brown has one in Chicago. Every time we would go on the Pride Parade, I would make sure that I turned to that side of the street so I could wave, because the top deck of the home was just all these seniors sitting outside waving at us. And it's not lost on me that it's because of them and because of people like them that I was able to even be in that parade. I love it. I think it's so fucking sweet, and it's needed. Respect your fucking elders. Queer people especially. Respect your elders. So anyway, so they bring in the ghost. So
respect to the gay elders. Don't just go around respecting elders because they're old, but respect the gay ones.
Oh yeah, don't respect my dad. He's a piece of shit. Yeah, so the Golden Gays come in and Bernie gets to pick the partners, and she went for the professional girl. There was one professional drag queen in there who had done it for years. So she's like, you and me, we got the same energy. Who stole your heart?
Oh my gosh, the sweet one that ended up being with Ovi
Carmen. Bitch. Curtis was cooking, and I was like, babe, you have to come in here. And I made him watch Carmen's little Carmen.
Speeches. They all got their own speeches, which was so sweet. And they got like their own little time to like introduce themselves to the world. I loved that.
That one guy that was 93.
Oh my God.
He looked like he was 70.
Right.
How the fuck? He looked younger than most.
That was insane.
That was insane. So a little bit more about Bernie's partner, which relates to the first season of Drag Race Philippines, actually. Her name was Amparing, and I know I'm saying that wrong. I apologize. She was one of the paper dolls. Do you remember Silhouette?
Yes, because a bunch of them...
paid tribute to the paper dolls.
Yeah.
I immediately thought of Silhouette's dress. Well, I immediately thought of someone's dress, and I couldn't remember whose dress it was, but then I found out it was Silhouette's. Then I remembered Silhouette, and...
talk about...
Beauty.
Talk about beauty, but a journey. Because I didn't think I was going to like her in the beginning.
I hated her at first.
And then I just fucking loved her.
Oh, I'm obsessed.
I ended up being obsessed.
I was
not enough to remember her name.
No, me neither. But I was really excited when I realized it was her that wore the dress, because then I got to go through and I looked through a bunch of pictures, because she is perfection. I simply adore her. Yeah. But isn't that cool? I think that's so fucking cool that one of the actual paper dolls was there. And I loved that she and Bernie had very similar situations where they're both showgirls for their families. You know, like they both worked really hard as performers to help provide for their families. Like, it was so sweet.
And all the girls, it would be very easy, and we've seen it on other franchises, to be really nervous and to put a lot of pressure on your makeover partner. Mm-hmm. But it seems like everyone was just enjoying getting to know each other and enjoying figuring out what was going to be comfortable and possible for everyone. It just seemed like a really lovely time that everyone got to get so much out of.
And that's really stressful. It's really stressful as a person your neck is on the line here. And so you came with a look prepared, and you're like...
Your neck and your head and your body. Like, not just your neck. I don't feel like a lot of people do. I do a little makeup on my neck.
You're making me want to do something to your neck.
Ooh, step on it.
You brought your look. You want the look to work so that you can be ready to go for the runway. But I love that it didn't seem like anyone was really concentrating on that when they met their partner.
Yeah.
They were really asking, what are you comfortable with? I loved seeing Jade interact with her partner.
Yeah.
And she's like, can you do heels, or how do you feel about this? As long as you're okay with this, you know, because her look was a little outside the box, outside the bra, some would say. It was so heartwarming.
It was really lovely. Yeah.
And seeing OV with Carmen, first of all, Carmen is just, I love her so much. But OV having just lost her grandfather and feeling kind of a kinship with Carmen, oof.
Yeah.
Goosebumps.
That tugged at the heartstrings. And I thought I had gotten rid of all my heartstrings.
Those are arteries. You need those.
Arter strings.
Let's go to the runway.
Let's, because I don't know about you. I liked Mama Powell's look today. I thought
did
she
too.
looked so
I did too.
beautiful.
It was Brooklyn
Look
Heights.
at this weird picture I took.
Yeah, that's weird. She looked great. Now, did you see
Well,
the Mama Powell stuff?
no.
Prince sent it to me. Thank you, Prince. Marina, on her Drag Race Philippines recap,
Eva La Queen
called out Mama Powell for looking like shit this season. She's like, you're sitting on the other side of that table telling girls that they need to do better, and you look like that. I do agree.
But you have been noticing.
I have been noticing that perhaps her hair and everything, like, perhaps it's not as good as it could be. So I was relieved to see this look. I was relieved because I thought she looked great.
Yeah, I did
I like
too.
this a lot.
Ovi Cunt and Carmen Delarue. They are gold and silver.
Instant
They are
winner.
yeah.
Instant winner. I'm sorry.
Angel,
As far as I'm
Winged
concerned.
Angels. You ever seen Winged Angel, that statue in Chicago in that one building? It's just
No.
an angel without a head.
Oh, I've seen that plenty of times.
Yeah.
I watch porn.
They
They looked so
stunning.
good. And Ovi, that was so smart. The hair going in different directions and the bodice going in different directions. What a genius idea, first of all, for a makeover
A
challenge.
beautiful picture.
And she really is.
Stage pose.
She looks really fragile. I was worried about her. And so
But
was
she said-
Ovi.
but she
and she was
said-
like, I wear heels? Shut
No,
up.
I wear heels.
Ovi's walking really slowly with her as they're rehearsing, and she's like,
No.
follow me.
Yeah.
And she started walking. I'm obsessed.
And I love that
Instant
she
winner.
was a little bit harder of hearing, and so they would just like yell, and she would just be like, yeah.
She's just playing along. She's having a good time. Her makeup looked so good. Ovi did such a great job on her eyes.
Yeah.
I'm head over heels. Shut up. Listen, I hope I make it that far, and I hope I move with such fucking happiness.
I can barely walk in those kinds of heels now. That's why I wear skates. Arizona Brandy and then Tequila Sunrise. I thought they looked beautiful. I loved these orange outfits.
93 years old.
Oh my
Could
god.
knock me over with an old man. I could not believe it.
This was stunning.
She looked so good.
And I like these looks. I think they're fun.
They're really fun. I mean, that's Arizona's whole brand, is that she's just a fucking fun party girl.
Yeah.
They were talking about drinking together. They did a shot when they got out to the stage, which was so funny because they did the shot and then
They slowly
and then she just
put
goes. And I was like, oh no, she's going down, but she was just putting it down.
Oh yeah.
I loved it.
Well, speaking of putting it down, it's Bernie and Ampa Ring. Now listen.
Oh my god.
This is some Genovia shit. This is
Yes.
This
Princess.
is Princess Diaries.
Yes.
Gorge.
Beyond. This was beyond.
Absolutely gorgeous.
And I'm sorry, I need to know.
They're at the
How?
coronation.
How? That dress fit her like a glove. And she's so much taller than Bernie. Did Bernie just bring really large, long dress and was thinking like, I'll just tailor it to whoever? Or is she just that good? Like, how did it fit her so well? That looked like she brought it from home.
Look, when you've got it.
Flaunt it. I just want to see, I wanted to see how that worked. I wanted to see them get ready. I wish I could have seen. Can I see that?
Hanabeshi and Mitsubishi. Like,
So funny.
Mitsubishi's
So
so
funny.
funny. Oh, there's sweet gals on the town.
Okay.
This was so cute.
Mitsu was having a ball.
Yeah.
I loved watching her. I mean, from the moment she entered the workroom, she was just kind of a bubbly, lively personality. And I thought she and Hannah together, Hannah, I'm sorry, were perfect
Yeah.
together. Such a good matching. Thank you, Bernie. Oh my God, they were so fun.
These outfits are really cute.
So cute.
I like
I'm-
the blue better than the yellow, but I like it. Captivating Cat and captivating Meow Meow. She was kind of like, I don't normally wear those types of things.
Yeah,
So there
she's
was
like,
a bit
"I
of
want
a will
gown.
she. So,
I want a gown.
yeah, she was like, I want a gown. So it was like a will she, won't she. She did wear it, and they came out. They had a reveal. They had a double reveal with the hair.
When they revealed the outfits, which obviously we saw coming from a mile away, I was so excited because she looked so great. And then, I gotta admit, I did not see the hair reveal coming. They took the turbans off, and they're wearing matching hair. Gold
The
and
tinsel,
silver
the tinsel hair.
This was
That was
so
fun.
good.
Jade Lakisu and Chloe LaRose Suso and their titties.
Their titties.
Their titties. This was funny and unexpected for Jade.
It really was. I want to hear the judges. I want to hear them say, you're doing way more than just being pretty. Because she really is. She's bringing a lot of diverse looks. I really enjoy it. I did not expect Miss Pretty Pretty to be so campy. I loved it. So their titties, and then they
take the cups off. They got tassels.
And they've got nips.
This is a funny concept.
So funny. And congrats, hats off, bras off to her partner for being so down.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, put me in a tit. I guess once you get that old, though, you get to a certain age where you're just like, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, you want me to be a tit? Yeah, I'll be a tit.
It's not sagging, so thank God for that.
Thank God. Ooh, okay. So, I'm feeling this positive energy, right? Like, we're all feeling this positive. The judges are doing nothing but praising them. They are being so complimentary. They are interviewing each person, just getting their perspective. Did you have fun? Khaled, Karen, and Jiggly were crying. It was so beautiful. Then, things kind of shift. They name all these people safe and only leave OV and Bernie standing there. And they did really well. So what was going on? And then Mama Pow's like, the energy is too beautiful. This is too beautiful an episode. We don't want to sour that or sour their experience by sending someone home. So tonight, for the first time ever on Drag Race Philippines, we're going to have the top two lip sync for the win.
Yes. I love this.
I was so happy because it is a bummer. It really is a bummer on those makeover episodes because they usually cut to the people watching in the back.
And you can tell they feel
terrible.
Yeah.
They feel responsible.
Yeah.
And I didn't want any of those old people to feel anything but happiness. And thank God they didn't have to feel anything but happiness. So we do get a lip sync off. And Ovi's hungry for it. She's been at the top now 3 weeks.
Yeah.
She's ready for a win. Unfortunately, she's up against Bernie, who is really fucking talented.
Yeah.
I felt for Ovi because she was in a look that she had no choice but to strip it. That big kind of wave in the front. When you do that and you're just kind of undergarments and straight up nipples, it looks a little messy as opposed to Bernie and this gorgeous gown who's just embodying the song. I thought Ovi did great, do not get me wrong, but I think she was kind of set up with her outfit, unfortunately, and her hair.
It was Bernie's week.
It really was, and so the win goes to Bernie.
Was that you or your dog?
Stomach. I'm really hungry. Is there a food named Bernie? Burn, hot dog burn. That's it. That's why my stomach goes. I want a hot dog Bernie. Bernie wins, and Ovi, to her credit, is just like, fuck it. This was such a beautiful episode. We all had fun.
Yeah.
And they all just kind of danced the night away. I was just so happy. This whole
episode was like such a nice thing, and we're about to go into like the last few episodes.
Yeah,
so
we're getting
it's
to
a
the
nice
end.
little breath of fresh before. I feel like this season is flying by. Like the fact that I looked today and there were only 6 was like, where did the season go?
Yeah, no,
it's feeling really fast, and sometimes they can feel very long.
Philippines
is iconic.
It really is. For IMHO, we love it. I simply adore it. And this is the episode where, like, when everyone was crying, I wasn't annoyed. Aww. Anyway, okay. Well, if you want to come back...
You love old people.
I love anyone... Well, I don't know if this is the right term. I love marginalized people. I love people who, for no fault of their own, are not treated as well just because of who they are. With ageism and all of that within society, I think old people oftentimes get ignored, and that sucks. So yeah, I cheer them on. I want them to succeed.
You're sweet.
I'm a good person, but I'm young, so I'm better than the old people. I'm just kidding. So, if you would like to come back next week with us and see young people continue to be young, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and, of course, the notification bell.
Join us on Patreon at patreon.com/IMHOtheSHOw.
Or we're both on Cameo, so go Cameo and do that.
Yes, you can also get a Cameo, which is just like Cameo, but it's the two of us together. Go to IMHOtheSHOW.com for that.
Also, all of our merch is at dragqueenmerch.com.
Thanks, dragqueenmerch.com.
We love you. We'll see you next week. Goodbye. For real, though.
So good.
Old people. Damn it. I love old people.
You would have loved my Grando.
I saw, was it Caleb Heron had a TikTok this week. It was really funny, but I identified with it because it was like, I don't want to go to dinner with you.
I'm trying to get to your parents.
Dinner with your parents.
Yeah. I always saw that too. That's funny.
That's exactly how I feel. I love parents and grandparents. Don't get me started.
Don't get me started.
Don't get me started. There was this girl when I was in college and I was back home for the summer.
Is this bootcut pumps at her funeral? Bootcut jeans and
No,
pumps?
I never met her grandmother because she died before I ever really knew her last name.
Oh.
The girl, not her grandmother. Her grandmother outlived her.
I think
about
that girl in her bootcut jeans and her casket.
Her red pumps.
And her red pumps all the time.
I know. Isn't that cool?
Yeah. What was her name? Melissa?
I wish I knew. No, but there was this girl. Her name was Jeannie. She's still alive. No. And we were in Godspell with her. And her grandmother was 100 and was nuts. She had lived so long that at this point in her life, she was just gonna laugh. She's like, I'm done with every other emotion. I'm just gonna love everything that happens. And she was just a fucking joy to be around. And it was I'll admit, it was fucking weird, but I wanted to see more of her grandmother, even when her grandmother wasn't there. And Jeannie was really big into, this was like 2003. So Jeannie was really big into camcorder. Right? And I would ask her to bring her camcorder so I could watch videos of her grandma. In fact...
You have one.
I have a video. When the summer ended and Betsy and I went back to college, Jeannie made us like a cut of all the like videos, because we made videos the whole summer with her and whatever. And on the video is also a lot of video of this woman's grandmother. And I ate it up. And I still have it.
Oh, that's sweet.
Do you watch it? She died like the next year. No. I don't have a VCR.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we'll see you later. Okay, bye.
Bye.